McMahon.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to TNT's first edition of This Is Your Life. Tonight, an up-close and personal look at one of the wrestling's most colorful performers. He's a one-man assault on the Cold War. He almost single-handedly works to promote peace and understanding between East and West. I'm talking, of course, about the International Goodwill Ambassador, Nikolai Volkoff. This is your life. Not the dating game. Come over. Have a seat on the sofa, if you would. I'm sure you're going to enjoy this, Nikolai, because tonight we're going to tell you and tell the entire American people your story. Now we have a few surprises for you, so settle back on the sofa. This is your life, Nikolai Volkoff. Let's meet your first mystery guest.
The first time I met Nikolai Volkoff, he was stuck for an answer when someone told him hello.
Whoa, Freddie Blassie.
Freddie Blassie. Freddie Blassie, come on out.
Oh, he looks like this.
Sit down, Fred. Surprise, huh?
Yeah, I can't believe it. I come here to watch dating game.
Well, that's all right. After it's over with, we'll go out and have a date.
I see you never change.
Oh, the same. You know, the first time, I never will forget the first time I met you in that gymnasium. You didn't know who I was, but I know who you were. Because I heard so many good reports about you, and everything I heard was true. He not only was a great wrestler, but he was a great prize fighter. The man, he lifted every weight that was in a gym, broke all the records over there, undefeated as a wrestler, went on to win the gold medal in the Olympics.
What Olympics was that, Mr. Blassie?
That was the Olympics. What do you care?
I just
1980.
simply trying to verify that, that's all.
That's right. We don't have to give him all the dates and everything. He knows about it. He's just trying to confuse me.
Well, this has been somewhat of a confusing relationship, has it not, with you and Nikolai through the years?
No, it hasn't. I mean, it's been very, very lucrative.
I mean, after all, you did promise him the World Heavyweight Championship, and of course, you have failed, have you not?
Well, I can't give it, help it because that pencil neck geek Hulk Hogan won't put his John Henry on that contract.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Volkoff has had any number of opportunities. Nonetheless, if you would please come with me, Mr. Blassie, into Mr. Volkoff's position over here in the past. If Alfred and you in a hop sack race would be something I'd like to see, but maybe you could just have a little seat over there. All right, now, Nikolai, this next guest, I can't wait to see the expression on your face for this one, because this is going to be someone very, very important to you. A big surprise for you. Now let's hear the voice.
Nikolai, remember the summers we spent swimming in the Volga?
You remember that?
No, I don't remember. Ring the bells, but I don't remember.
Surely you remember the time we took the trip to Gorky Park and we got sick on the rides?
Who could that have been? You don't.
I don't
Nikolai,
remember.
surely you remember now.
It's ring the bells, but I don't
Nikolai,
remember.
I'm your very own sister from your hometown of Ivangrad.
Ivan?
No, Olga!
Sit down.
We are so proud of him in Ivangrad. He has made all of Russia famous every week. Relatives from all over Russia come to watch for news of Nikolai on TNT. Ivangrad is a very poor town. Money there is as scarce as a heat wave in Siberia. Growing up was very hard, but even then, we knew Nikolai was special. He was always making little jokes to keep our spirits high. And when we have the great school production of Peter and the Wolf, guess who plays the cat? What a performance! 3 curtain calls. The children in Ivangrad, they love him. He is always making Little Russian animals from in pieces of weather-beaten wood. Wonderful, his skill as a carver. We are so proud of him in Ivangrad. Some of us want to rename it Nikolai Grad.
This is really touching, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Have these two out here. Your sister, I must say, there is a resemblance. When you, the high cheekbones and, yes, the teeth, there's a resemblance. You should be very proud.
Sure, I am. Very nice.
I have something very special I brought with me. It's okay I present to Nikolai.
By all means.
Nikolai, for years, they sat on the mantelpiece of our little one-room cottage. I have brought it all the way from Russia as Nikolai's baby picture.
Look at the head on that, would you? My goodness.
I can't believe that.
Huh?
Nikolai, you know what I like to do with this picture?
What?
You know what I like to do with this picture?
Olga, whatever you wish.
I like to hit him over the head with it. Bang, bang, some brother he is. For what? Let me tell you for what. When we were little, we were poor, right? Right?
Yeah.
Everybody else in the family is out working 16, 18, 20 hours in the field. What is Nikolai doing? Telling little jokes. He's carving animals out of wood. You can't tell what they are. They look like rocks.
That was not true.
That is true. And the worst thing you did. Nikolai, how could you do this to me?
What I
My
did?
parents, they saved money so I could go to ballet school in Leningrad.
You're too fast for that.
I'm going to be a dancer. He steals the money and buys this horrible outfit he is wearing now.
How you can say that?
He is wearing my dream. In Ivangrad, they don't want to rename it Nikolai Grad. You know what they want to do with it? You want to hang you in the main square.
No!
Well, Olga, why don't
Walter.
you? Yes, why don't you come in with me
anyway.
to Nikolai's best? Olga, she's great. We'll be back with more TNT, more surprises. Nikolai Volkoff.
May as well throw a chair in there and sit down and watch it all.
Or have them get out of there and let these guys just go at it, and whoever's left standing in the ring, when it's over, that's it. He's the winner.
Oh. Hey, hey.
Chant goes out.
Well, that's got to be a source of strength, of inspiration. The big Swede, Hansen. Hansen right out, back up on his feet. Volkoff takes Hansen into the ropes. Referee calls for the break. Now there's a typical case of a referee saying, "Excuse me, sir, would you please break the hold?
Would you mind?
Could I prevail upon you? Please."
Oh, yeah, Nikolai Volkoff, man, in the bangles of my mind, I think of strength, yeah. You're real strong, Nikolai. The Macho Man Randy Savage says that you're real strong. Real strong.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Nikolai Volkoff. This is your life. Of course, we see his sister Olga and manager Freddie Blassie, and I'm sure that right now, Mr. Volkoff, you're going to recognize certainly this next voice.
We're the fighting Cossacks of Taras Bulba High. For our alma mater, we would surely die. Swing to the left, swing to the right. Come on, Cossacks, fight, fight, fight.
Coach!
That's it.
Coach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've flown Nikolai's high school wrestling coach here.
That's my boy, you look wonderful.
It's easy to see the tremendous pride the coach has in Nikolai, no doubt of that, and obviously very strong and important impact on Nikolai Volkoff through the years, Coach.
You're absolutely right. I want you to know that this person, ladies and gentlemen, is an incredible person. Strength coming out from everywhere. Another Superman. And I knew that the minute I laid eyes on him. Let me tell you, there was a tractor going along the road in Mother Russia, and it broke down. It had a whole load of bulbous potatoes to you Americans. Oh. And along comes little young Nikolai, takes half the load under one arm, half the load under the other arm, takes the tractor, puts it on his back, and takes the whole thing to town. Right then, I knew I had to have him on my wrestling team because he had raw power.
That's
and
astonishing.
I took
Really.
that raw power and I made from him a wrestler. And he took us literally to the championship in Moscow, the whole team on his back.
That is astonishing. It really is. Nikolai Volkoff has always been known to applause from Freddie Blassie back there. Even Olga's smiling, but
You're a nice
yes,
boy.
certainly his strength is well documented, Coach.
Yes. I call him Sheik, little sparrow, you know that one?
Little sparrow.
Yeah, it's a joke, a little bit of
I
a joke.
guess, huh?
You know what he did once? Shall I tell him this story? How strong he's got a head? He once took an opponent, gave him a headbutt. You know what the headbutt is? The head is here, the butt is not the head. Give him a headbutt, and out from the back of the opponent comes 3 inches of a bump. But Nikolai is very compassionate. So he comes around the back, gives in the back the bump, a head bump. In it goes, the head is normal again. Wonderful.
That's Nikolai for you. No doubt about that. You're not only, though, had been in the past as coach, but also as math teacher. And what else, Nikolai? I wonder if you could tell us what sort of student was Nikolai in the math class as opposed to you documented as
Student.
student? Yes.
I knew snowdrifts could do better mathematics than he could.
Snowdrifts.
Snowdrifts from the snow. He knew nothing from numbers. Absolutely nothing. He thought the multiplication table was something you put tea dishes on. He took for 6 years by me mathematics. He still doesn't know how much 2 and 2 is. Did you ever in your whole life hear such a thing?
Not from a sparrow, no.
I want to tell you something. From this Sheik, this guy may be strong, but not up here. We shouldn't send to the rocket moons to find out if somebody is living there. We should put something inside his head to see if there's something between his ears.
I don't believe it.
Oh, what are you talking about? Do you know how many wrestling matches I lost because this bujatke couldn't count to 3 and that was the end? We lost all the wrestling matches. The fall was gone. He couldn't count 1, 2, 3. I want to tell you, you even made me lost my job. We could take the whole parking problem from New York City and solve it. We could put all the cars inside his head.
Hey.
It's empty like a garage. He
Yes,
made me
you
lose
have
my...
to go in.
Oh, Tovarsh, I have to tell the truth. He made me lose my job at Terrace Boulevard High School. Yes, for 6 years I coached him. He took the
Coach.
same exam 6 years. He made the same mistakes with the same questions 6 years in a row. You know what? He'll always be 2 years old because he can't count any higher.
Why don't you come over here to Nikolai's past, have a seat, and we'll be back as we continue with more of Nikolai Volkoff. This is your right.
Right on the side of the ear, and another knee drop right into the sternum area. Volkoff off again, but no one there. Swede just sat up at the last instant, and now the big Russian got a very sore left
See,
knee.
the light could have done some ligament damage. Oh, ouch. Ooh.
Swede going to work on it.
I don't want to say where that particular knee landed. In the groin area. Swede Hansen, oh. Upper inner thigh, couple of good shots to the Russian, Volkoff. Now Hansen, oh mercy. Well, hello. Look at this, oh, across the face. Gorilla, this Swede can turn it on when he wants to.
Yes, he can, and boy, once you get that adrenaline flowing,
Collared elbow.
he can
Turn
make it a miserable evening for you.
Oh, there's a shot to the midsection, head first by Volkoff.
Sends a big Swede in. Wow, did he hit hard. Oh, no one there. Luckily, he had his hand up on top of that post, or his head would have smashed right into it. Swede on a warpath. Where's he going with the big guy? Into the corner. Oh, that's twice in a row. One missed and then the other missed. Swede now into the center. Big backdrop.
Oh, mercy.
Got him over there. That'll knock the wind out of the big guy. Take a lot of starch out of you in a hurry. Oh, look at the power
Watch
here.
it.
Is he going to jerk him, be able to jerk him back up here? If he does, it'll be a real... Oh, he couldn't get him.
Oh, he could not
couldn't
get him.
Oh, he
Oh,
got
he
a 3
did.
count anyway.
What did he do?
How I remember Nikolai Volkoff? Actually, it was a blessing in disguise. It was Nikolai Volkoff who walked away from the side of George Animal Steel, causing the Animal and I to get together, something that I longed for and looked forward to. And now I am the manager and guiding light for George the Animal Steel. Unbelievable. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikolai.
Welcome back. Welcome back to TNT's This Is Your Life. Nikolai Volkoff. We've already met his lovely sister, Olga, and his high school wrestling coach, for that matter, Dmitry Martov, and, of course, his manager, Freddie Blassie. But now, let's listen to the voice behind the curtain to find out who our next surprise guest is going to be.
Bachelor number 1, what is your sign?
Excuse me, can we hear that a little louder, sir?
Oh boy, am I having a good time here. Bachelor number 2, if we could take a trip anywhere in the world, where would we go?
Sir, I think there's been a terrible mistake here, but you want to come on out of the curtain? There's been a...
Where's the bachelorette? Where's the girls?
Sir, who are you?
My name is Murray Jensen. I'm an accountant from Dayton, Ohio. I'm supposed to be a contestant on the dating game.
You are definitely in the wrong studio. I'll tell you what, though. Hey, Olga, maybe we can fix you up here. Olga?
Hey, cutie, okay. What are you doing after the show?
Hey, Boomchick, I'm not doing nothing I couldn't change. Nuts to you, Nikolai. Come
All right.
on,
So long, Mr. Jensen.
Got it.
Maybe we can get you.
Let's,
Got another one back there.
I'm not too sure. There's no telling what we have back here. Perhaps we could hear our next voice. Hopefully this will be a little better. Hello?
Magna!
Yes? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Magna. Nikolai Volkoff's very first sweetheart, Magna.
Oh, Nikolai, my blood still warms up when I see you.
Oh, I can't believe it.
Sit down, Magna.
Oh,
Have a seat, Magna.
oh, he was such a great man. The first time I saw him, I knew he had to be mine. He swept me off his feet. I was the most excited woman in all Russia. Oh, he was so big and strong. Oh, the first time he took me to see him wrestling, I was the envy of all the women. He was magnificent in the ring. Oh, hold me up. Just the thought of it is too exciting. I can't bear it. Oh, Nikolai. You look terrific. Nikolai, I loved you so much.
Oh, it's nice to see you too, Olga.
Yes. I had no idea that.
Evening.
Wow. No idea in the world that you had it in you there, Nikolai. This.
Oh, he did.
He did?
Oh. Nikolai. Oh. You know, it's so good to see you. I bet. Look at this magnificent specimen. I bet your switchboards are all filled up right now with women wanting my little Nicky. Don't blush, my little Nicky.
Are you saying that Nikolai Volkoff was quite a lover?
Well, let me tell you something. All those women who are calling up you, they can have him.
What are you talking about?
They can have him?
Well, in the ring, he was wonderful, but in the bedroom, Schmidt!
What's that? What is the taco? Amerikanska telewizja, gledają to.
His idea of love-making was a headbutt and a body slam.
Nie rozumiem, tylko mówisz to.
Don't talk to me like that! I tell you know what? There was no flowers, no candy, no romance. There was nothing. Magnificent man, big love maker. You know? Do you know what else? Well, I won't tell you that part. I'll just tell you that he was a terrible lovemaker.
Terrible lovemaker.
A terrible lovemaker. Yeah.
And not very good
Nie rozumiem, jak to może говорити по американській телевізії.
Do you know how old he was when we had that first date? 31! 31 years old! What was he waiting for? Another revolution? I tell you what he was waiting for. He couldn't go out on a date until he finished high school.
Oh.
What a dummy! I had to count out all the change. No, me fair, huh? He never paid for anything. I paid for everything. You know how I remember? Because every time we went out on a date, he was wearing this outfit. What is this, huh? Something that Tsar's cat slept on?
Well, do you remember the first time I met you?
No.
I was drunk laying down in a bar, and you was looking up to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't talk to me like
Whoa!
That's true.
Oh,
It's
no.
not true.
Get her.
Did he even ever propose marriage to me? Did he propose marriage to me? Nothing. He didn't propose that. The only thing he ever proposed to me was to wrestle in the cage. Oh, Nikolai.
Think I'm stupid to marry you?
No, Nikolai.
Whoa! We'll be back with more TNT. Stay with us. We'll be back with more This Is Your Life.
Pounds. Ah, but look at
From
Rivera.
behind, hooks the rope. Volkoff hangs on. Missing with the boot. Rivera blocking the punch. A nice retaliation. Freddie Blassie having his problems with the fan. Much fans, rather, much like Rivera's having his problems with Volkoff. Bruno, have you heard Nikolai Volkoff sing Karamia on the wrestling album?
I'll be honest with you. I hate his tactics in the ring. I've fought this man a number of times, and I never liked his tactics in the ring. He's a vicious groomer. But I am really surprised. I think that he does a pretty darn good job of Karamia Man. I know the song. I think it's a very nice song, and surprisingly, he does a pretty fair job with it. Well, what do you think?
Voice-wise, I'm inclined to agree. Look at this, Blassie hanging on, and Sheik right on top.
You know, I admire Nikolai Volkoff because he's a man among men. He's not afraid to say what he thinks. You know, so many people are running around afraid to say anything. But Nikolai Volkoff, he says exactly what's on his mind, and he don't care who doesn't like it.
Welcome back. Welcome back to more of Nikolai Volkoff. This is Your Life. So far tonight, we've met Nikolai's beautiful sister, Olga, all the way from Ivangrad, and of course, his high school wrestling coach and sometimes math teacher, Dmitry Martov, and his first and maybe apparently his last date with good old Magna Zubov. You're something else over there, Magna, I'll tell you. But right now, would you please welcome our next guest?
Nikolai, do you remember our secret password and handshake?
Against resist Agent 36?
That's it. Here he comes.
Как поживаете? Если поживаете, товарищи? Спасибо. Спасибо. Сідайте.
Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you that this man's story is a little strange and certainly a little bizarre to relate to, but apparently he's the only one who knows the secret, scary details of his relationship with Nikolai Volkoff, and I can tell you that allegedly, at one time, this man was one of the most daring and powerful agents the Russians have ever had.
Now, let me clear up one thing right now. The reason Nikolai Volkoff came to USA was to be secret KGB agent.
What?
Don't tell him everything.
He had all the skills we were looking for. A strong math background.
What, are you crazy?
He went through training just like a shot. I rose in the ranks of KGB because I recruited him. Everything went beautifully. Everyone in Kremlin knew my name. I was so proud. Everything went very well. He could be such a mine of information for us. He traveled country, all over country. I could always count on him to get information. Finally, we thought maybe Russia would gain upper hand.
Yes, hooray!
Well, I can tell you that Mr. Volkoff has not been suspected of anything. You certainly have kept your cover very well, Nikolai, no doubt of that. But the KG must be very proud of you as a wrestling agent.
Well, don't tell him everything now.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. He was good. Nikolai was good. You want to know how good he was? I was the top KGB agent. You know who I work for now? CIA.
Oh,
Why?
he's smooth.
Why? Because information he gave me was so slow and so inaccurate that KGB came threatened to arrest me, throw me out in Siberia.
Good for you.
I have very great dislike of cold, my friend. So I defect to USA to save my life because of this numbskull.
Numbskull?
He had one assignment. I gave him one assignment, this Nikolai. The assignment, something very important. We've been working on many, many years. His assignment was find out exactly where in United States President of United States lives.
That's a tough one.
After 3 years, he reported back he had it narrowed down someplace east of Rocky Mountains. Now, since I've defected, I find out myself White House can be found in white pages of telephone book. He cost me my job. I haven't seen my family in years. I could kill him.
Hey. It's not my fault you lost the job.
More of This Is Your Life with Nikolai Volkoff in just a few moments. Stay with us.
Sheik now sending Rivera to the rope, sets him up. Chop to the throat.
Rivera's hurt because he had him by the neck over that rope, but when he came on, although look at this, he's coming back. He's tagging Paul Roma.
Roma trying to set up the Sheik. Sends him out, whips him to the buckle. Here comes Roma. Little too late. From behind, the Sheik has Roma. Suplex. And the Sheik is the master at delivering the suplex. And he varied ways on the suplex, but right now, there's the strength of Volkoff. Cover by Volkoff, good leverage on the leg, and he gets the count.
I remember Nikolai Volkoff from a number of years ago. At the time I ran into him, he was down in the dumps. While he was down there, I asked him to pick up a fender for a 1974 Chevrolet. Actually, I appreciate Nikolai because he's tremendously articulate. Very enjoyable man.
Welcome back. Welcome back to more of Nikolai Volkoff's This Is Your Life. Of course, we've met a lot of Nikolai's friends and relatives, and right now we're going to meet our next guest.
Hey, Nikolai!
Oh, Sheik!
Yes, of course. All right, Sheik, maybe you can tell us a little something about what it means to have Nikolai Volkoff as a tag team partner.
Well, you know, Mr. Vince McMahon, I come from old country, and I pride to have a partner.
Excuse me, maybe just have...
Are you jealous about my leg? Let the people see that beautiful body. What are you talking about? Anyway, it's my pleasure to come from oldest country, Tehran, Iran, to the WWF.
How many miles away is that?
10,000.
10,000 miles, right.
From Tehran, Iran to WWF, a lot of people think my partner, Nikolai Volkoff, is not an intelligent man or he's not smart. But to me and to smart people, he's number one because he make it from Moscow, Russia to the greatest WWF wrestling area, and we both come tag team champions.
Sheik, let me ask you a question. There has to be a leader in every tag team combination. Who is the leader in your tag team combination?
Well, I don't have to talk about myself, intelligent American and Russia and Iran. No, all countries, Tehran, Iran, and I'm a couple years older than Nikolai, and I've been around more than Nikolai for the amateur Olympic WWF. I was the world champion, so it doesn't matter. No, I prefer to Nikolai be my partner, Vince, than Bruce's beefcake or that fat farmer Uncle Ormer.
I see. So you're trying to say in a humble way, then, that you are the leader of the tag team combination?
Whatever. So, and also our pleasure is to Mr. Blassie come be our manager, and recently we training all the time hard. We go in the gym.
No. I understand.
I want to show something.
We've been through this before.
People.
Yes.
We go work out together and we train it together. Cameraman, zoom it.
Zoom.
Look at me. See,
yes, maybe.
Look at me. So for this reason, I prefer to Nikolai be my partner.
Then let me ask Nikolai a question. Nikolai, The Iron Sheik is a former, you both are former tag team champions, but the Iron Sheik is a former world heavyweight wrestling champion. Are you a little bit jealous of that at all? Is there any jealousy between the two of you?
No, we have no jealousy. You know, where I come from, that where we have in our dictionary, jealousy don't belong there. If somebody's better than you, then you just work hard to be good as he is.
Exactly, because the whole country, Tehran, Iran, they know wrestling is #1 major sport on football.
Right.
And Nikolai, he doesn't have to hide it. So he knows Sheik will run more experience, and he saw A to the Z. A lot of people, they're jealous about it, but this man is not jealous. He will be happy to the Sheik be his partner, better than Bruce's Beefcake or some other American.
Let's take a look then at some of the tag team action of Nikolai Volkoff and the Iron Sheik. Here we go now. We'll have some videotape.
Russia, #1. Iran, #1. Are you shut the
Oh, no. Well, at least
Russia, #1. Iran, #1. USA.
Oh my, camel breath indeed. Sheik and Volkoff, former tag team champions of the World Wrestling Federation. They would like to have their opportunity at Valentine and Beefcake as well.
Yeah, but you know, Vince, we may not see an upset here, but I think that the SD Jones and Jim Powers, these are two tough competitors, and I think that they may just give the Sheik and Volkoff some kind of competition here, because both Powers and SD Jones are very fiery individuals. They're both strong and they're both aggressive, and they should make a good account for themselves.
What's he saying? Trying to touch
look at this. He says, come up here, give me that flag. Could you imagine that? You probably would have torn the American flag if that gentleman had come closer.
Wait a minute. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Corporal Karster with all glowing, waving in the wind. Karster coming out and interrupting this matchup. Volkoff will have a thing or two to think about here. Oh, listen to this capacity crowd. Well, Karster has accomplished one thing. He has really upset Sheik and Volkoff.
He may have upset him a little too much, because Jim Powers may be paying the price of the Sheik getting so upset, because boy, he came
look at that.
Yeah, SD Jones stopped it for a moment.
Powers now in control. Oh. That controversial foot gear of the Iron Sheik caught Jim Powers right underneath the throat. Look at that suplex. Tag is made down to Volkoff, the big Russian, 300+ pounds. Picks up Powers with these. Down to the canvas now. Tag is made to Sheik. The Iron Sheik now. Oh, look at that. Oh, what a suplex. Oh, no. Stuck it in this way, is it? Camel punch. Sheik rocking way back on Jim Powers, way back. That's it. That's all she wrote.
How do I remember Nikolai Volkoff, the big Russian bear, the man that possesses a lot of strength? Every time I think of this man, I think of him picking somebody up way above his head and slamming him down to the canvas. That's how I remember Nikolai Volkoff, the Russian bear, one of the strongest men around.
All right. We are back with more of Nikolai Volkoff's This Is Your Life. I wonder, Mr. Volkoff, before each match we hear you sing the Russian national anthem. That was the first occasion when we heard you sing that, we knew that, well, that there was some vocal skill there. When did you find out, and what point in your life, that you could sing?
Well, I was singing when I was a little kid all the time.
All the time?
Yes.
And Freddie Blassie, do you think that Mr. Volkoff is in good voice?
He should have won a Slammy award.
I did one, is it?
Well, Coach, let me ask you, did Nikolai Volkoff ever sing when he was doing his math, or?
Yes, all the time he used to sing, help, help.
He sang help.
Help, what is the answer, help. He sing Sheik. You remember? Sing for me. Sheik, Sheik.
Well, right now, we're going to take you to Nikolai Volkoff singing when he was last with us at TNT. Here's the tape.
3, 4.
That was horrible. That was, yes. Alfred, what was that?
That was dreadful.
Dreadful, yes, it was.
That was not my voice, there was some kind of mistake there.
Bad audio, was it?
Huh?
Bad American musicians
That's
again?
right, that's right.
All right.
It was a bad tape or something.
But then again, you did receive an award, as Freddie Blassie mentioned earlier, a very special award for your participation in the wrestling album. It was your rendition, I believe, of Karamia, wasn't it, the one you were the award?
Yes.
Karamia.
Karamia.
And that was sung, as we told you some time ago, by Jay and the Americans. At least that was one version of it, but you're a little chagrined to find out. Right now, let's take you back to the footage. Nikolai Volkoff accepting the Slammy Award. This category, again, one voted upon by the WWF Academy of Arts and Sciences, and this one, the category of most ignominious. There was only one nominee. And the winner is Nikolai Volkoff.
Thank you, McMahon, and thank you all the American people who vote for me for #1 singer.
You realize, of course, this award is not for the best singer on the album. You realize that. It's an award presented to the most ignominious.
What do I mean?
Ignominious is probably best defined as degrading, humiliating, and despicable.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If I had the most ignorant, I should be in second place. All the Americans should be tied up for the first place.
All right. Now, Coach, were you as proud of Nikolai Volkoff receiving that award as you were with his many athletic achievements?
No, not really, because this award that he lifted up with the wrestler on it, he could be the whole award. You make him from bronze. But he's a good wrestler, not such a good mathematician, a good wrestler.
And what kind of singer, based upon what we saw?
I like it.
You like
I like
it?
a Russian
Oh,
singer.
it's good
Russian
bass
sing
voice.
with the heart.
As they say, Russian people always have the best bases. Russia
Yes,
always
They always
has
have the best
bases.
bases.
Yes, they got good home plate, too.
And Iron Sheik, you travel with him. He sings, I'm sure, as you were traveling, does he not?
Yes, sir. I respect the man because we didn't have not too many great big wrestler to be one of the best singer too. So that man, for his size, for his wrestling ability, for his body, I think he's pretty good singer.
Yes, very good.
And in your own words, Nikolai Volkoff, what kind of singer are you?
Well, I think I'm better singer than any other American wrestler.
English,
is.
please, this time. What?
I think I am the better singer than any other American wrestler.
Than any other American
wrestler? That's right, because I should won the Slammies Award #1.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll be back with more. This is Your Life, Nikolai Volkoff. Stay with us.
Comes back 100 full. Look at this. Late night It's snack time.
And I tell you something, I've never seen the Russian knocked down so quickly as George Yarmul put him on his back just then.
Well, not only is he unorthodox, but he's powerful. Once again, Blassie distracted him by pounding on the ring apron with his cane. Albano should be doing something about that. That's twice now. He got away with it. And now George is paying for it. As Volkoff, once he gets the upper hand, stays on you constantly. And you better stay on this individual. Another unorthodox move. That could be an automatic disqualification in my book.
It was an unorthodox move. I don't know whether the referee saw that or not.
He was looking right at
he
it.
didn't. He's going for his favorite junk food again.
Got that turnbuckle torn open.
Got a handful of that stuff in there.
He loves whatever's in there.
He loves it.
Oh, look at that. He shoved it right into Nikolai's face, blinding him with it. Volkoff can't see right now. Steel all over him.
He's trying to get the Russian's head into that
Blassie still pounding. Look at that. Albano jumped up on the apron. Why didn't he go around the side of the ring and do something about it? Oh, look at that.
Gave him a shot right to the ribs.
Oh, and again.
You know what I think about Nikolai Volkoff?
What's that, man?
I think your voice is better than Nikolai Volkoff's voice. I think.
But we like Nikolai, right? You're number one, Nikolai.
All right, welcome back to more of Nikolai Volkoff, This Is Your Life. And there's no doubt that you've thus far...
Nikolai, I can't take it. Take me. I'm so sorry. I said all those things about you. I made it all up. I don't want any other women to take my love. Nikolai, why did you leave me in Moscow? Why didn't you take me with you?
She needs help. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight in this very special, this very first TNT This Is Your Life presentation, we've just profiled one of the most beloved, one of the most inspiring personalities in the world of sport. The tributes that we've shown you tonight are only a small representative portion of the many friends, relatives, teachers, and associates who wanted to be here. There just wasn't enough time for all of them, but I can assure you that the praise for this giant in the ring will continue to pour in, just like you heard these gracious people do. And if Nikolai Volkoff's past is any indication of what's in store for the days to come, then I can only say that Nikolai Volkoff's future is a very bright one. He's a credit to all he stands for. Mothers and fathers of America, what better person to name your babies after? Nikolai Volkoff, we salute you. This is your life.